All right. So we just enjoyed an entire hour with Barbara King and with Mary Beth, which was really fun. And they talked about this. And Mary Beth's granddaughter is named Iris. She has beautiful grandkids, naturally, because she's a good, beautiful person. Our Siberian iris on Mulberry Street plants. You get 3 plants, 3 bare root plants with these. Good news is they're on sale. And they're $10.99 for you to get them home. But I don't want you to worry because these were just introduced this month. So no matter where you live, Barbara and her team will make sure that your plants show up when it's an appropriate time to put them in the ground in your zip code. So you'll probably get yours at a different time, unless you live in New Jersey, than I would. So, and think about it. There's 7 days till it officially turns spring. Free shipping and handling on all of our plants on QVC. Barbara King, Valley Forge Flowers, Philadelphia Flower Show. I do not even know how you're still standing. That Philadelphia Flower Show was mind-blowingly amazing.
Wasn't
it was so
it
fun.
awesome?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, our team had
Always
a blast
is.
creating that entrance. Oh, but right now we're creating gardens and dreaming about where are we going to put these plants. Well, this Siberian iris, Mulberry Street, is such a fabulous iris. So the Siberian iris are tough as nails, and they will do well in moist soil, but they will also acclimate to drier soil
Oh, that's
conditions.
good.
They're pretty amazing, drought tolerant. But let me tell you, there are Siberian iris, and there's a lot out there. And we were in Kugenhof at the flower show. Real quick story. The grower of these said, you've got to come to my trial field, not far from here. He said, just a few kilometers. And we did not want to leave the Kugenhof flower show. It was just amazing. My
Oh, I can
husband's the
only
one that said,
imagine.
oh, it's incredible. He said, let's just go. Let's just go. We went. We got out of the car. We're turned around, and along the North Sea, he said, look at that.
Oh,
And Pat, it gives me goosebumps to even tell this story because it looked like a painter, an impressionist painting of butterfly wings. That's all it looked like against the North Sea. It just looked like fluttering butterfly wings. I said, what is that? He said, that is Mulberry Street. It has these beautiful long fall petals that are this rich cobalt blue with a splash of yellow in the center. And then these standards are this unbelievably contrasting powder blue standard, accented with that strap-like, grass-like foliage. It is incredible. Those outer, longer fall petals have that ruffly edge, and they just flutter in the wind, and they look like butterfly wings. And my husband and I said, well, actually, he said, see, I told you we should have come here. We would have never, ever found this really
yeah.
unusual iris. And I begged the grower to get enough that we could bring them to QVC. And it took a while, but we were finally able to get them here at QVC because this is a really unusual one that I have never seen in any local nurseries. And I just love bringing things that are as strong as the Siberian iris, but a really unusual color.
So you want us to, and I love it. I mean, you travel the world, you're third generation, so you have all these wonderful contacts and things we couldn't find in, most likely in our local stores and our local garden centers. But they're also, you make sure when you bring them, Barbara, that we'll have success with them. So show us
Oh,
what we're going to get. And you
yeah.
said it's
Let me
okay, so
show
I
you.
feel good. It's sort of like damp soil, which I get a lot of, or dry.
Yeah. Exactly. And you're going to get 3 different roots. They will be different sizes. You're
Okay.
going to open them up and then just spread those roots out gently and dig a hole that is going to accommodate this root system without bending it. So it's not a giant hole that you're digging, but it's so much easier than, the big gallon pots where you do have to dig a fairly big hole. and you're going to bury this about an inch below the soil surface. And that is not too deep at all either.
Okay.
This is going to come up the first year with foliage and maybe a flower. The second year, you're going to get flowers. And that third year is that wow, where you're definitely going to get that beautiful blossom flourish of flowers. But also, when you water this in, use the blossom booster, and then throughout the growing season, you want to give that blossom booster. Many of you are already in love with blossom boosters, so you know what I'm talking about. But just imagine that sunny area that you would love to have this kind of bloom come up. It's so unusual looking. It'll even take some part shade as well.
Okay,
Those
so
full
full
sun to
sun
part
to part
shade.
shade. And how long will it, and thanks for setting our expectations too. So if the first year we
Yeah.
see primarily greenery, we shouldn't get excited about it, because when it does its thing, goes dormant and comes back in the second year, that's when we're going to be a little more wowed. And then in the third year, you're going to have,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, can I put them in a pot, Barbara?
Oh gosh, yeah. You can put them in the pot. They're going to do really well in the pot. They're going to get to be about 30 to 36 inches tall. So I think this is a
Okay.
great size for a pot too. Some things are a little too tall and can get too top heavy. This would be great in a pot, great in
Oh,
the
it looks
ground.
beautiful.
It's going to bloom from late spring to early summer.
Okay.
So it's just a very unusual, jaw-dropping look. We have seen Siberian iris, and Siberian iris, we've noticed here at the flower shop, it is really starting to become something that people collect, very popular, and they're looking for unusual varieties. I think they're so popular because they look so elegant. They're
Oh, they're
so easy to
beautiful.
grow. But when you can get one that is off the charts, different than every other one that we found out there on the market, it blew us away. The gorgeous blue. It is a cobalt blue on these lower
Look at
petals.
that.
They are ruffled, looking like butterfly wings. When the wind blows, those petals ruffle, and truly, it looks like butterflies floating over that beautiful, strappy green grass.
Barbara, thank you as
So
always for all that
amazing.
you do. The item number for the Blossom Booster Fertilizer is M80142, so that you know that. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Pat.
Get some rest.
Thank you.
All right.